Hello everybody, welcome back to Jack on a Journey. My name is Jack and today we have got the first game in the group stage of the Champions League away at Anfield against Liverpool in a rematch of 2005 Champions League final? Istanbul, that one. I don't know what year it was. And Atalanta in the league. We have just played the one game since you were last with us. A 2-0 victory against Cremenez, I think is right. Is that a Croatian flag in their badge? I don't know. Louise and Surma getting the goals in that game, so we're still picking up wins. But today could very well be our first loss because we're coming up against the Liverpool side, who are usually very good in Football Manager this year. They usually win the league a hell of a lot, but they haven't won the league in a good few years. They even dropped out of the Champions League recently. So it looks like they've kind of gone back to the Liverpool of recent years, if you will, before Klopp and whatnot, with Zinedine Zidane in charge. And, you know, they're around winning the league as they usually do on Football Manager in the first couple of seasons. Then I assume they got rid of Salah and players like that, and they've just massively dropped down. And not quite the team they were a few years ago. They're currently third in the Premier League. Currently third in the Premier League, 4 wins out of 5. So they're doing extremely well. Who has won? So Man City have asserted dominance pretty much, with Chelsea breaking it up temporarily in that one season. So expected really. It's usually Man City or Liverpool that Man United have won it a couple of times that win it in the latter stage, like when you first go into Football Manager. But Liverpool have seemed to have dropped out. So let's go and play them, shall we? This is the team we are going to go with today. We are going Donnarumma in goal, Henry, Petraska, Sek and Carlos at the back, with Neves and Ndidi playing the defensive mid roles just to secure a bit of the defensive bit, because I have a feeling Liverpool might score a few goals. Valenta, Arana, Surma and Al Hassan playing. Surma has definitely found a lot more luck playing on that right wing than he did up front, which is unexpected. I didn't think he would ever be that right winger. Herves is in there. It's the Leverkusen bloke in there. They've still got Trent, still got Joe Gomez, and a bunch of regens as well. Anyone else on the bench? Hawkins? He sounds like a real player, but I don't know. What was I saying? Yes, Surma, he's getting assists and he's getting goals on that right wing, and it's something that I didn't expect whatsoever. And if we can get the same Al Hassan we got last season, who scored 16 goals, I think it was, and have Surma on the right wing scoring, because, you know, Pavon scored 13 goals on that right wing, so Surma needs to replicate that or do better on that right wing. I was tempted to go 3 up front and play Guidi, Surma and Al Hassan all up front, but then I was like, we need some more backup strikers, and I can't afford to. So that threw that idea out the window. Maybe that's something we should look into, but I don't know. Guidi's a bit of a weird one at the moment, as Liverpool do hit the post, and we've cleared it again. That's the highlight. But yeah, if he continues what he's doing on the right wing, then I'll be more than happy. Ajax and Celtic are also in the Champions League group, but we didn't get either of them, unfortunately, which I was hoping for Ajax, because we were first seed and Ajax were fourth seed, and I was like, oh, come on, give us Ajax or Celtic, come on. We got Copenhagen, so it's just like, oh, it's a bit of a left down, but Ajax's group is tough. Leverkusen, Man City and Barcelona. Christ on a bike. That's all I have to say. Al Hassan, he's running through on goal, splits the defence, and that was so easy for Al Hassan. Liverpool's defence just parted like the Red Sea. Red kit, Liverpool, good. And Al Hassan just darted through it, gets his second goal of the season. Zenit has already played Copenhagen. They smashed Copenhagen 3-0. So, you know, they might be up there. They might be thinking the same as us, like, oh, we've got a chance of getting through in this group. I think Copenhagen are definitely going to be the whipping boys, and it's just a case of maybe we have to go to Russia and pick up a win. I'm still not expecting anything from this game, But it's good that we're 1-0 up. But like I said, I still think Liverpool are going to come back into the game and score. We are definitely living life on the edge at the moment. Who did Celtic get? Look at that group itself. Villarreal, Porto, Paris Saint-Germain and Roma. Celtic have got Bayern and Bordeaux and Inter Milan. So it's toughy groups, to say the least. I think we've probably got the best of it, I would say, in terms of what we could have got. But it's still tough either way. Corner now. Arana to take it, and the keeper picks it up with ease. There's no one even around to fight for that ball. I'm just going to demand more, just to see what it does. Pressured. Donnarumma is pressured. Cool. Half hour in though, and we're doing okay at the moment. Like I said, Liverpool are going to score. Nearly did there. They're definitely going to score. You can't go to Anfield and expect to keep a clean sheet against Liverpool. But if we dream for a moment, if we can get a result here, get a draw, maybe even get a win, then that would help the cause of getting out of this group so much easier, which I would love. De Seta whips into Simmons, but he's miles wide now. Henry couldn't win the ball back, but we are playing on the back foot, to say the least. I don't really know what to say. I do want to praise them, but I feel like that's a bit risky. I think as soon as I would press praise, Liverpool would score. So let's just get to this half time. And fingers crossed nothing happens. I don't think it will. Look at the stats. They've had 19 shots to our 6, but it was just that one lack of concentration from the Liverpool defence that has let us through, and we are 1-0 up. Don't get complacent out there. You've all played exceptionally well, but don't get complacent. I'm going to praise them at the start of this half. It's a risk. I realise it's a risk to praise them when you're 1-0 up. They don't really care either. And I think this is where Liverpool score. That is why I don't praise them when they're 1-0 up. I called it, and then I did it. I said what was going to happen, and then I still did it. My fault. 3 minutes into the second half, and Liverpool have scored, and that's probably going to... What is this? I didn't click that, did I? Stop it. Right. Demand more. I think just demand more from them. I've been looking at this side thinking, okay, focused. I didn't know what they were like when I praised them then. That's why I was looking at Liverpool. Okay, right. That seems to be doing something. I'm just going to say get creative now as well. That inspired them. We're doing the shouts fairly well at the moment, and we're going to make some substitutions. I'm only going to make the 2 because we might need that extra substitution for another time. Let's bring on Cousins and De Oliveri. Or do we bring on Guidi? No, we do that. And then what I'll do is it's a risk. It's risky. It is really risky, but I'm just going to do that. And then have Neves as the deep line playmaker and support there. It means we're a bit less stable at the back, but we've brought on a better player. So anything could happen, really. Oliveira now, making a dart and run into the middle. Al Hassan plays in Surma, has a shot, and the keeper saved it. We're hanging on in there, and we're still getting chances, which is good. How many clear cut have we had? So we've had 2 to their 1, and then we're both on 1 for half chances, which is interesting. They're still dominating us. Like, they've had 29 shots. This is what I expect from a Liverpool team at Anfield. I was expecting like 2-3-0, not really in with a chance, and Liverpool just win all of their games in the group. That still might happen. Liverpool could still probably do that, as they're in here and it's miles wide. But at least I know that we've come to Anfield. I was going to say kept them at bay for a little bit. Well, we did keep them at bay for a little bit. They have gone 2-1 up. We did keep them away at bay for a little bit, and we did go into the half-time 1-0 up. But I think it's just the quality of their team has overcome us a little bit. And Do we go for it? I think we have to, really. Who do we bring off, though? That's the question. Right, Henry's had a crap game. We're going to go 2 up top, which is... Like I said, it's still risky, but it could do something. Carlos can't play centre-back, but that's fine. Like I said, it's risky, but I think I'd rather lose 3-1 away at Liverpool, because that's what I more expected, than lose 2-1 knowing that we could have gone for it. But we haven't humiliated ourselves, and maybe it's a different story come the San Siro, where we can maybe nick a result against them. Where when I got the group, I planned all the fixtures, what I thought we were going to get, and I said 6 points from Copenhagen, 4 points from Zenit, that's 10 points, that should be okay, and then 2 losses from Liverpool. That will, I'm going to say unlucky, that should put us second in the group and out of the group stage, which will be good, which is what we want. So realistically, it's not the end of the world that we've lost there. Liverpool are a very good side, obviously. Their talent has clearly shone through there. Disappointing collapse is a bit harsh, if you say that to me, but we did bottle it in a way, because we were 1-0 up. But like I said, expected Liverpool to come back, and they did. But they didn't humiliate us, which is good. I mean, they still had over 30 shots, but they didn't humiliate us. Right, why have I gone on that? Who are we playing next? Atalanta in the next game. Let's bounce back in the league and continue our undefeated season in the league. I shall see you again in a second. Right then, we are back for the next game. I'm going to actually swap for Caldera. Bring him in because he still wants game time. Is he happy with the game time? Not at the moment. So we need to give him game time. We're back for the Atalanta game. This is the team we're going to go with. Donnarumma in goal, Belade, Vetrasca, Caldera, Carlos at the back, Ndidi and Musa in the middle, Valenta, Scotta, Surma and Al Hassan up front. So not too many changes when it comes to the last game, but not everyone's tired, to be fair. Everyone seemed alright, because obviously we're playing a day earlier now. We owe Atalanta for last time, do we? We'll say that then. Where are Atalanta in the league? Where have they started? They are 6th. It's probably around where they finished last season. We are currently second. I was going to say top. Seconds in the league. Obviously, you've played a game more than everyone else due to this game. But hopefully we can pick up a win today. Go back to the top of the league, where we were briefly in the last game. And just carry on picking up points in the league. That's all we can ask for, really. Musa with a free kick here. It's just gone over the bar. Yes, all we can ask for, really. Just keep on plodding along, keep on picking up wins and points, and then hopefully someone pulls money out their arse so we can actually sign some world-class players to fight for the Champions League, I guess. That's half-time. Nothing's happened except for the free kick. Nothing has happened whatsoever. I'm far from pleased with what I saw out there. I would say, I think it's a European night after a game. What? That didn't make sense. It's a game after a European night. So, expect players to be a bit lacklustre again. And why can't players just make throws to their own teammate? That'd be great. Keane is through and Keane buries it after a stupid... They need to sort that. How many throws in real life? Short throws, not long throws. Short throws don't hit the player they're intended for. How many times? Because maybe like 1 in 30. But it always seems like, obviously, the only throw-ins you get in highlights are throw-ins that seem to never hit your teammate, which is just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Right. I think this happened last season though, as well. We played Atalanta after a European night. Moise Keane scored and we lost 1-0. I think that's what happened. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Valenta just ran into someone. That's brilliant. I've turned into a moany git due to the summer. I said it was good, but like it's annoyed me, but it's excited me at the same time, which is just a little bit weird. Let's make some substitutions. Sindelar can come on. Pavon can come on, and Guidey can come on. Yeah, Guidey can come on. Give him a chance, see what he can do. We're going to go attacking as well once we can, and do a shout saying push forward. Just for the last 15 minutes, they don't care about the shouts. They just care. How is a goalkeeper frustrated? I'm not telling you to push forward. Obviously not, dickhead. Right. I think this exactly the same is going to happen that happened last season, unless Musa puts this free kick away, which he does. Musa Pala gets his first goal of the season and his first goal for the club. Obviously, this is the guy on loan from Schalke, the Turkish international. He's just buried one. It's good to know that we have a free kick taker again. We have a fair few good free kick takers. It's good. Hang on. This is the guy we sold at Ajax. That's just crossed my mind. That was mental. I just saw Kamaz and I was like, we had him, didn't we? Mental. He's found his way to Italy, has he? Done quite well for himself, to be fair. Maybe we shouldn't have sold him. But then again, doesn't matter. We're at Milan now. Oh, that was strange. That was really strange. Right, 4 minutes to go. I don't think anything's going to happen. I'm glad that we got... This is what I said earlier. If we can just keep on grinding out points when we're not playing well, keep on going, we'll be there or thereabouts. Which is just... In a way, yes, the performance is disappointing. But in the scheme of things, it's a point gained rather than 2 points dropped, I'd say. Especially after a European night. It's decent that we're still picking up points even though we're losing. Right, the next episodes is probably going to be the next 2 games, I would have thought. I think we're going to play every game in the group stage, which means a lot of episodes coming up with not much progression, but Lazio first and a group game, it makes sense. And then we can do Copenhagen and Roma after that. And then Copenhagen and Napoli, Liverpool, Juventus, Zenit, Torino. It seems logical. If you did like that, please leave a like on the episode. Please subscribe if you are new or you haven't done so already. And I shall see you again for the next episode, Zenit and Lazio games. Thank you very much for watching.